Hello, this is Erin Fisher, Technology Integration Facilitator for the East Bridgewater Public Schools, and this is an overview of how to create a building resource in the Google Admin panel for teachers to book that resource in Google Calendar. I'm making this video because I stumbled upon an error when I was trying to do this repeatedly, and this was the error. I created the building resource, I did the right settings, I added the calendars, and I was still getting this crossed out unavailable space even when the space was available. And when I Googled this, there was plenty of Reddit threads and Google threads of why did this stay crossed out. And I stumbled across the answer, and so I'm sharing it so it can help others. First, you want to go into your panel if you are an admin and create the resource. So there's plenty of videos out there on that. I'm going to just show you that really quick. But on your admin panel in home, you have this building resources. You go in, you want to create your schools first. You can bulk create them, open that resource management, create your schools, and then you can create your resources within the school. So you can see I created my schools here. I went in, I created my resource here, and you can create various resources. So if you have like a testing kit that you want to be able to sign out, you can do that too. You can even put 2 testing kits, so it will show as 1 out of 2. That's an option, and other resources you might have in your district. So I did the media center. We want to be able to sign out the media center, so I made that here. You can see in my settings, I created it. These are our details for that media center. I did a capacity of about 50. This will not give it 50 slots. It will still serve as just 1 room for 1 booking, but just letting the user know that it's got a capacity of about 50, and that will change for you. And then you can see I exempted this from room release. It's off. I might put that back on so it doesn't release the room if only 1 person has booked it. Look into room release settings for your own use. You may want to turn that on. Okay, so next, now you have this calendar. It's actually going to trigger an email, so be prepared when you are creating this that it will trigger an email as soon as you make it. So I made this and it triggered the email, which I didn't want people to know I was working on this, and it did trigger that email. So be careful with who you decide to share the calendar with. I'll go into that next. Okay, so here is my resource. I create that building resource. Ideally, I want people to be able to go into their calendar and go book the resource. So they go into their own calendar. They don't have to go find a different calendar, right? So I'm on my own account in PD Academy, and I'm going to just go location here if I want the short way. See where it says room, add room, and I can browse those resources. Notice it's showing crossed out. I'll show you why. However, that calendar, even though I can book it as a room, does exist as its own calendar. And as the creator in the admin panel of it, you end up the creator of the calendar or owner of the calendar as well. And you need to go change some of the calendar settings. So go find that calendar in your list of calendars. For me, it is East Bridgewater, Gordon Mitchell, Media Center. That's how it lists it because it goes by the district and the building. So I go into settings and sharing. I go out to my details and adjust those details. I'm going to make it available for this whole school system, so the whole school system will be able to see it. You can shut this off if you want. I only want them to see if it's for your busy. But in order for people to book on it, so notice when I'm in PD Academy, I cannot book on this calendar. You can go in the long way too. Because I don't have access. I can see it free and busy, but I don't have access to make changes to it or to book it. So here I need to go add that account. Can't just see it. I need to be able to make changes. And now that's going to update the settings. I have to go into that account. I'm going to see I get another email. You can see I've been playing with this a lot. I need to go, giving me access. I'm going to go add that calendar again. Sometimes you may have to remove it and re-add it to see the changes. already exists. Now I'm going to go book that room. And now look, it's available. So important on that setting that you will need to go into that calendar separately. Good news, your users won't really realize it exists as its own separate calendar if you show them that they're going to book it using this rooms function, because the whole goal of this for us was to have this room available, but also have it so people can't delete other appointments in that calendar. So luckily, we're using our own calendar, booking it via the room, still on our own account, not having to change it to that separate calendar that we're booking on. And that is to help. So I hope that helps you. This is the video I needed. It took me a little while to kind of go through all of those settings and figure it out. Thank you for those that helped me. Have a great day. Reach out with any questions. Thanks.